What's going on, everybody? Today I am answering your question, how to beat Dead Bride. A King's Creation here, teaching you how to play games more efficiently while having less time than others. So if this is you and you're returning new or just flat out like being on YouTube, this is your one-stop shop for answers to all your questions. Check out our community memberships and links in the descriptions for more details. Let's answer this question together. All right, real quick. So let's go ahead and talk about the differences. Okay, we got the normal Dead Bride and then the hard mode Dead Bride. For those who don't know, I'm gonna go ahead and break down exactly what weak point type she has, which is burst. So any weapon with burst, like the Thunder Cage, exactly what I will be talking to you guys about. I would highly recommend using the Thunder Cage. Why? Because it has burst, and her attack attributes is chill. So she's gonna be throwing out cold, frozen shards, all that stuff like that. Her weaknesses is fire, obviously, because cold is weak to fire. She's normal against electricity, which is also good because our Thunder Cage is electric. So we're gonna use the Thunder Cage. We're gonna stay here between very weak and normal. If you got a fire damage that does burst, then perfect, that works out for you. For us, we're going to be using normal Thunder Cage for this example. Chill resistance, do not worry about this recommended attribute resistance that you need to have for these bosses, because our builds are going to outperform this and you won't even have to worry about it. Let me go ahead and explain. All right, so the three parts that she has as weaknesses is her sensors, which is her ear, and then her core cover, which is this middle part diamond right here in the center of her chest. Then we have the balancer, which is on the side of her calves, right? So we're gonna go ahead and talk about the next one. We got her shoulder. Okay, her shoulder, or where you can grapple on when it turns gold. So keep that in mind if you want to grapple on and like destroy it with your fist. If you played the tutorial, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But also her core, her secondary core. So like once you destroy her first shield, her core cover, then you can shoot her core as well. That'll be her weak point as well. Then we got the amplifier. So when she rages, she has her amplifiers come out and they turn like purplish pink, and then you'll be able to shoot those. But in that type of phase, I will show you exactly what to do moving forward. So I want to go ahead and show you guys exactly what you need to look for when you face her, and scan her immediately so you guys can see the weak points right away. All right, so let's go ahead and break it down. All right, so the example gameplay I will be showing you is the hard mode Dead Bride using a level 1 Descendant. I will show you guys exactly what carried me though, and that is my build. So my build carried me, and let me go ahead and put on my build that I had so you guys can pay close attention exactly what I was using. Okay, so I was using my Thunder Cage, which we will be showing you, and also I had this here as well, and I was keeping this as well because I like to use my ultimate abilities and my unlimited ammo. So let's go ahead and break down the Thunder Cage because that's the only one I use, right? So we're gonna go ahead and talk about what I have on it. I won't go into too much detail, and I put level 1 killer here because I just wanted to rename it because I killed a Dead Bride as a level 1 Descendant because I had to upgrade one of my abilities, and as you guys can see, I am still level 1 here, right? So let's look at real quick. I'm just going to do a quick overview because I want to actually do a build video, yeah, for the Thunder Cage. So we're just going to look at a quick overview. Here are my mods that I have. You guys can take a quick look at it, and here are the stats I have. And then if you guys want to know more, just wait until I drop that build video for this Thunder Cage, right? So I'm going to go ahead and talk about that. Now also here, we're going to go ahead and talk about what I have for Ultimate Glaze, since this is the character and Descendant that I use to do this, right? We got Massive Sanguification, and as well as Nibble Fingers, MP Conversion, Increase HP, Skill, Extinction, HP Collector. You guys can read it, right? You can see it right there. They're all maxed out as well, right? So we're going to talk about the key point here. You see how my cooldown is at 74 or negative 74.3%, and my skill duration is at 85.3%. So I have more duration than my cooldown, which means I can continuously drop unlimited ammo, right? When I pop my increased sensory skill, right? So what this does is it basically maximizes during which bullets are not consumed. So basically you don't lose any bullets and you just can keep shooting over and over again. And as it cools down, once you click it, I can click it again because my duration will still be over my cooldown. So that's very important to have. And if you guys want to copy these mods on here, I highly recommend doing that if you want to get through this as a level 1. Not saying you have to do it as a level 1, but this is just an example of me doing it as a level 1 and saying that you guys can do it with this setup. Okay, so let's go ahead and break down exactly the gameplay and I'll walk you guys through it. These don't really matter too much due to the fact that I don't really have what I'm looking for. I want to go for the annihilation set, but I don't have it yet. So this is what I have, right? So you guys can see that. I'm not going to go over that because I'm not really going to break it down because I know you guys care about just how to beat Dead Bride. So let's go ahead and explain the gameplay step by step. Alright, so we're going to go over this gameplay like we're watching game footage. If you ever played sports in real life, you would know exactly what I'm talking about. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and break this down. I'm going to go ahead and explain my entire thought process. So what I'm doing now is preparing to fight Dead Bride, okay? I'm getting on her left side and I'm about to scan. As you guys can see, I just scanned. And when she comes up, I'm starting to shoot her shoulder, which I showed you earlier is her weak point. As you guys can see, she's throwing out a lot of damage, so you want to keep moving at all times. As you can see, I'm using my infinite ammo and continuously shooting my thunder cage at her. Now, when the kingfishers come up, those little diamond looking things, you want to go ahead and shoot them and dodge her attacks as much as possible. So like I said, always keep moving, roll around, do what you gotta do to keep moving. And then once she stops, now she will stop her attack, so you got to realize that you got to time it. What this will happen for you is that you have to do it through trial and error. You're not going to probably get it on the first run, especially if you're new to Dead Bride. So you got to keep doing and fighting her over and over again so you can kind of master her timing. All right, the damage is just the bonus of, as you guys can see, I'm continuously shooting because I'm continuously hitting that sensory skill that I talked about, right? So when she rages, okay, if you guys scan her, that little purple bar that's right underneath her health bar at the top will fully go all the way to the top, right? And once that happens, she'll become immune. Now once she's immune, she will go ahead and throw out a big ice spear. What you just seen me do is roll out of it and try to get out of there as fast as possible. So I highly recommend getting the long grappling hook, so that way you can maneuver and try to escape as fast as possible by covering as much ground as possible. So as you guys can see, during her rage phase, she just did it again right there. As you can see, during her rage phase, immediately don't even bother shooting her. Just keep running around. As you guys can see, that is a fault that I did. I stopped and didn't realize that she was about to throw out her laser. That is okay. If you get hit and you die, that is okay. You still got 2 more lives left. So do not panic when you are, you know, getting hit and taking a lot of damage. That is okay. Like I said, it's trial and error. As you can see, she is still in her rage phase, so I am running around the map until she's done. Now, I believe she's done, so I'm about to turn around here and try to find her. As you can see, I am always creating distance from her and shooting at distance because what she'll likely do is teleport towards you at some point. So it's easier to dodge her attacks from a long range. And like I said, if there's any kingfisher out there, go ahead and shoot her. Shoot them, right? So as you can see, I am still hitting at her shoulder, and as you can see, it's gold now. Yes, I can grapple hook and, you know, take her shoulder out with my fist instead, but it's better to just shoot from a distance. That way, you know what I'm saying, you can control as much ground as possible. Now when she does this phase and she's throwing out that little like shooting of ice shards, just run around, like don't even bother staying still, right? So there it is right there. I'm doing a lot of damage, so her shoulder and stuff is coming off, but when she's doing attacks like that, just run away and roll away. Highly recommend rolling. You're probably wondering why I'm rolling. Like for example, if you're a new player, you're probably wondering why I'm rolling a lot. Rolling is actually faster than running in this game, for those who didn't know that mechanic. So I am always rolling around instead of running, and it's a lot easier for me to do on PC. but it is easy for anybody to do on controller. So just keep that in mind. Roll around a lot, and like I said, don't panic when you are about to die. Now, most of my skills take away my health, so I end up dying or having low HP because I have to use my skills in order to increase my damage, and it takes away my HP. So if you don't make it out of her rage phase or her ice dome, then it's okay. You still got to play it smart, and eventually you'll be able to master every mechanic that she has, and it will be a lot easier for you to do. All right. Now, if you can't kill her still in time, then it probably has to do with your build and your damage. So I highly recommend coming and fighting her if you're going to do it solo with like a max build. That way it's a lot easier for you to do this, right? If you are struggling without a max build, then just go ahead and get a max build and then come back and then fight her again. There is no rush. You can fight her at any point, as you guys can see. And earlier on, I didn't have all the bosses completed yet because I'm taking my time. I'm trying to max out my build so it can be easy, and I have to understand each one of these mechanics. So when I'm playing online or like helping other people by carrying them through the boss, I need to be able to teach them how to do it. So that's exactly what I'm doing here with you guys. I'm telling you guys exactly what I'm doing, and then if you want to mimic it or do it your own way, at least the tips and advice that I'm sharing with you will help you on your journey. Now, as you guys can see, her distance of her rockets didn't even reach me because she can't shoot that far. So it's highly recommended to, like I said, just keep your distance, right? All right, so now you can see I just triggered my automatic. So now I have unlimited ammo. Now she dropped out the kingfishers. Shoot the kingfishers. What they are doing is dropping health, ammo, MP, whatever you need. So always shoot them if they're in your way, because what they're going to do is hit you and knock you off balance a lot, and you could potentially die, right? So take your time, roll around, shoot, and then you'll be able to kill her. So like I said, guys, if you aren't be able to do exactly how I do it, trial and error. If you like this video, this breakdown, let me know in the comments below. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.